English horn is in the key of F, and an oboe is in the key of C. You can see the size difference. The English horn goes lower down. If I play a fingered C on an English horn, and then I play a fingered C on the oboe, there's going to be different pitches. Yeah, that's the same fingering. So this is where the key of the instrument comes in. So the English horn is lower, has a significantly quieter sound. I would like to say a significantly more appealing sound. The English horn is an auxiliary instrument. It doesn't really have many big concertos written for it. Lots of them are just kind of like brushed off to the side, but I think English horn is a fantastic instrument. As someone who writes for the oboe d'amore and loves writing for the oboe d'amore as opposed to writing for the oboe, the oboe d'amore has a more pure sound, I would say. It's a little bit less screechy, and it goes down lower. And I'm not a big fan of the high range of the oboe, so I don't write for it anyways, so I get a warmer sound, a little bit more flexibility with some of the colors. It's in the name, it's the oboe of love, so it's a little bit more of a like romantic sound, and lots of times people say how evocative the sound is. Some of the differences in the actual instrument itself, even though they're relatively the same length, the bells on them are different. So the oboe d'amore has a bulbous bell like the English horn, and the oboe has this more flared out bell, so that also changes the sound. The low notes on the English horn and the oboe d'amore have a more throaty, kind of singing like ooh sound, but the low notes on the oboe are more of a honk. And then on the oboe d'amore, a little bit more ooh, a nice warm presence. So that's one of the best parts about the oboe d'amore, I would say, is you have a really responsive and gorgeous low range that doesn't want to scream, and you can also have a lot of control in the low register of the instrument. That's why I think that Bach wrote for it lots of the time, because it works well with singers or just a couple violins playing a line. It really blends in well with the sound, where an oboe would kind of stick out and sound like a trumpet. I would say my favorite to physically play, and is the most comfortable, and is the most like soul warming, is the oboe d'amore. Thankfully, I have this one on loan from the National Arts Center, so I've been able to play a d'amore for the last semester. It's so pure, it's so fun, it's light enough where I don't feel like I'm bogged down by a big instrument. But my favorite instrument to actually just play, and I could just play for hours on end, is the English horn. There's something about how big and low it is that it just resonates my whole body, so I just kind of don't want to put it down. No, English horn is my favorite instrument. It always has been, and it always will be. So yeah, it's a hard question to answer, but everything but the oboe, basically. Oh.